Fellow warriors, welcome aboard the Joshticle, and today we've got a metric ton of Musou Stars news to cover. So without further ado, let's get right into the juicy infos. Bear witness to the 3 beastly royals of Musou Stars. Royals? That's right, these 3 are the leaders of their respective warring factions, with each one gunning for the crown and throne of this land. If somehow you're confused, in a nutshell, the story of Musou Stars revolves around these 3 warring factions fighting for the vacant throne of the king who recently passed away. A worldwide war of animalistic chaos ensues, which in turn, through a series of events, our familiar Musou All-Stars end up right smack in the middle of it. So, who should we talk about first? Mr. Blue Jedi? Gandalf the Grey? Or Little Red Riding Hood? Oh come now, you already know the answer. Waifus before gaifus. Yup, I totally just made that up right now, but I digress. Presenting the newest playable character to officially join the roster, Tamaki. What? You don't recognize her? Well, that makes 2 of us. If it wasn't obvious enough, all 3 royals are completely new. Original characters exclusive to Musou Stars. Oh cool, then what's her story, her origin, her motto? Ah yes, well, remember that princess briefly mentioned in the story? The one who summoned all the Musou All-Stars into the world of this game? Indeed, you are looking at her. Tamaki has lived the pamper life in the royal palace. In a way, she sort of mimics the archetype of sweetness and politeness, kind of like Kaguya from the Warriors Orochi series. Seriously, just look at that precious little face of hers. You cannot tell me with a straight face that that is not innocent. Kawaii the Seal! While many would immediately dismiss her strength as a warrior due to her kind-hearted nature, frankly, you'd be a fool to underestimate her all-powerful mirror. Sweet. She fights with mirrors? Yes, plural. Mirrors with an S. How awesome is that? Take a look at this. 1 laser, 3 lasers, 4 lasers. Holy meat buns. Yup, she did it. She perfectly connected her lasers to create a laser prison. This girl takes "I'm firing my laser" to a whole new level. Just make sure you don't take her along with you when you play laser tag. That is, unless you're into the pain of searing plasma lasers vaporizing your skin. Well, on that happy note, let's move on to the next royal. Gandalf the Grey. Alright, I'm totally messing with you guys. Bear witness to the next playable character to officially join the roster, Shiki. This guy is the textbook definition of cool, calm, collected. Not to mention he is the older brother and naturally he is more wise. I mean, I didn't call him Gandalf for no reason. Wait, what? Oh, sorry, I totally forgot to mention that Tamaki is Shiki's younger sister. Yup, they are siblings. Other than that, not much is known about him as he tends to be expressionless. Reminds me of another furry feline badass.
Smile, let me see. Sad.
Yes, personality-wise, he seems rather boring, but the man makes up for it in the weapons department. Yep, he's holding his balls. And not just holding them, he's swinging them around like there's no tomorrow. I mean, come on now, with a wall of balls as sinister as his, Shiki is essentially a walking omnipotent fortress of balls. You shall not pass! Okay, this is getting weird. Let's just move on to the final royal. Here we are, the final playable character to officially join the roster. Okay, that's enough. You must be sick of me saying that by now. Nevertheless, we have Setsuna. Nope, he's not a sibling of the other 2 royals. Setsuna is actually their cousin. Apparently, Setsuna's father was the reigning king, long before Tamaki and Shiki's father ascended to the throne. So why didn't Setsuna become king after his father? Simply put, he was too young at the time, and thus the crown was passed on to his uncle, the most recent king. Now this sort of flips the status quo. On one hand, you have a descendant of the older king, and on the other hand, you have two descendants of the newer king. Of course, without a clear chosen heir to the throne, that equals to a recipe of disaster. Perhaps Setsuna and his faction will fill the role as the villainous or anti-hero faction. Internal strife is inevitable. No matter the outcome, in Musou Stars, family must fight family. Geez, that's kind of depressing. It's no wonder that he is described as one to be easily worked up. Yes, apparently from what little info we have, Setsuna seems to be the typical hot-headed character. Kind of like if you were to fuse Lu Bu and Gan Ning together into a cat. And what do you know? As expected, all hot-headed badasses must wield over-the-top, fear-inducing weapons. Looks like Mr. Blue Jedi over here has watched way too many Shaman King episodes. His weapon of choice is a dagger, which is covered in some sort of energy to further elongate its striking range. And my goodness, is it super effective. So we have a goody-goody, a wise older dude, and a pompous powder. Hey, are you sure we aren't talking about a typical shonen anime right now? Shut up and read the script! Okay. Jeez. Anyways, of the three royals, who will reign supreme? My bet is on Tamaki, because she was the one who summoned the All-Stars to their world. And with the added fact that the ancient prophecy foretold in the game speaks of her as the next destined ruler, I can see it happening. Tamaki possesses the all-powerful, indestructible force known as plot armor. All you anime watchers out there are familiar with this term. Long story short, a character whose role in the story is so crucial that they somehow survive any and all ordeals. Hence the word plot armor. But of course, that's just my hypothesis, and the outcome is 100% reliant on what Daddy Omega Force decides to do. Oh, one more thing. Since all three royals belong to a cat-like human-esque race, it's safe to say that most, if not all, of this world's indigenous inhabitants are also cats. Alright, 3 new characters in one update? Fellow warriors, that is insane, and you must be absolutely hyped right now. But what if I told you there are 3 more playable characters that have been added as well? That's right, 6 new playable characters total in one update. This is not a drill. Fellow warriors, click the suggested card on screen in the top right corner of this video right now. Another video dedicated to these characters awaits you. Make haste, speed is of the essence. What say you, fellow warriors? Are you Team Tamaki, Team Shiki, or Team Setsuna? Let your voice be heard in the comments below. But that concludes today's news. Until the next batch of juicy info, stay tuned for more Musou greatness. I'm OhhhMyJosh, and remember, do not pursue Liu Bu.